side.
Well, now game 2 is going to be on Battlefield, so those combos are going to get extended even further.
Oh, the down tilts.
Oh, he turned that around so quickly, too.
A lot of damage coming through from just a couple down tilts, and that's a little bit of an underrated tool that Ness has in his kit that you don't get to see used too often, but when you do, you always like get slightly surprised, like, oh, that's a thing? You can do that?
And not to talk too much about a retired player, but that's something that Austin was known for a lot, and something that I know that ATATA has made great use of, because once you can push your opponent into the corner, down tilts can be big, but you know what else is big? Rob and his big old back air.
The Zombear comes through, and Anathema takes that first stock away. ATATA looking for the high recovery, though. Not going to be able to cover it with the falling up air, so Anathema is going to get a second chance on the ground and finds another bear for his troubles, and out comes the laser. That is so much damage.
Yeah, you're hitting that sweet spot where you're right up on Rob's eye lasers, that burning hitbox connecting, but getting burned by that up smash as well at the ledge. ATATA able to turn the tables around to get the stocks back to even, but Anathema's damage output has not been short of that even from ATATA. This Rob has been putting on big numbers.
Oh, looking for the high recovery with Fair. Instead beats it out with Gyro. And now ATATA is in a terrible spot because he has no jump, and Anathema has all the movement left in the world. Just goes out deep, finds the Fair after so much more. Gets the stock. This is just looking dominant for good old Steven.
However, ATATA looking to rack up that big damage. We've just seen really good defensive play from Steven, though, right? Like, he has been playing this Rob so tightly.
Gets the grab. Sends ATATA off stage again, and this is where he's been doing so much damage. Looks for the dare, but ATATA's able to mix timing enough by making the loop-de-loop go the long way around. The PK Thunder 2 doesn't get beat out by Rob Dare.
He's going to need a whole lot more than just that to take the stock.
Oh, that was almost it.
I thought that we were going to see the bat for sure, but just didn't want to give Anathema the time to DI out and escape. So ATATA's got to find another way to take the stock, and Anathema not even minding the PK Thunder, just swatting it away with the big robot hands and swatting away the nest as well. Just one more hit could give him a 2-0 lead.
And there's the Zombear once again, the turnaround back air to take the stock. He did it twice in that one game, and both times connected with ATATA's face. And into the blast zone he went. Now Steven up 2-0. Looking for the opportunity again, like we said, to move into top 8 loser side, something that he's kind of been missing out on. We saw a couple like early post-quarantine top 8s from Anathema, a couple really good performances, and obviously he's still been racking up good wins across the board, but he hasn't gotten that major top 8 again in a very long time, so this could be the return to form that Steven is needing.
You can tell how badly he wants it too. Only one game away from achieving that dream and taking another step forward onto the big stage. He's got to shut down ATATA before he can get anything going, though. The Z-catch from ATATA will let him come back to stage, but taking quite a few big hits. But give me some of that back. We like to call those numbs.
Took the big hits, but then healed it up right immediately after using the down B, and that's actually something that ATATA's been trying to make use of throughout this entire set. You've seen like off stage, he's been doing like double jump cancel down B when he expects Anathema to go for laser, but most of the time Anathema's been able to punish that with use of gyro. This time around though, he's just gonna give ATATA a whole lot of health back. Not really too bothered by it though, as he's continued the pressure hereafter.
Able to escape a lot of these big combos. Got caught without his double jump, but the forward air to swat the nest away. ATATA thought he had his big opening, but again, Rob has some really good boxing options on the ground and in the air both. Now getting a big setup. PK Thunder almost gave it all for ATATA.
Anathema was able to escape that almost unescapable situation, and then it's just an offstage nest. He takes so long to recover when he's not doing it with double jump air dodge because he was so far off stage. Steven had all the time in the world to set up that back air and take away the stock, but he's going to catch himself air dodging down to the ground, and in comes the PK Thunder 2 to even us right back at 2 apiece.
And MPT's Ness right now trying to get a big comeback going. Has the stocks back up to even, but the problem here is just stopping Anathema from getting that stage control, because he too has been living up to his sponsor's tag in checkmate, right? He has put ATATA into so many unescapable situations with the gyro, with the up airs, with the juggles. It just never ends, but ATATA finally just stomping his way out.
Yeah, that's something that I really like about watching Steven play, too. Like, every Rob has that one thing that they're uniquely good at. Zombo, of course, it's the cheese. A couple other characters, they're really good with, like, the neutral B and the down B. Anathema, his frame traps are phenomenal. It feels like you're always in danger of, like you said, getting checkmated by him and then losing a stock for it.
Oh, he just yoinks up that laser and double jumps away to stop Anathema from getting a quick gyro out to control the ground. But trying to stay under Anathema to get the combo started, not working out for ATATA. The back air has been such a boon for Anathema because of that, and he has not been letting the advantage carry on with the PK Thunders either. This is just a masterclass of playing the matchup from Florida's finest Rob.
Florida's finest Rob making it look like a cakewalk getting into top 8 at one of Texas's biggest events. Down tilt dash attack to put ATATA in a bad spot, but the Nair fade away is going to discourage Steven from following it up. The shield poke back air gives him the opportunity for the stock, but he wanted to Z-catch again. This time it doesn't work out. Anathema loses that stock, and this is suddenly very, very winnable for ATATA.
Yeah, we've seen Steven, the only times he's really struggled in this set is because he's gotten a bit greedy at times. That included, ATATA has found a couple of times where he can mash an aerial out of disadvantage, where Steven's looking for just a little bit too much to get things started, and now all of a sudden, game 4 may be looming.
Oh, just barely goes high to avoid the down smash. ATATA goes for the hard call out there. Steven, he's coming back up.
Oh, but ATATA goes so low. Anathema just hasn't been able to time that down air just yet. He had the advantage on the down tilts. It was escape, and he's able to combo up smash one and up there, but it's not done yet.
Spaghetti is all over the floor, and ATATA finds the grab back throw to clutch out the game. That was the worst series of events I've seen in a long time. First, Anathema misses out on the dare at ledge to punish the recovery. Then they get in a scramble situation on each other's shields in which both of their options fail to connect.
That looked like somebody dropping a sugar cube into an anthill in those last 10 seconds. It was just a scramble to find a way to finish the game, and at the very end, Anathema just giving ATATA the one opening he needed for that back throw, and he's got one on the board. This is how a legendary comeback begins.
They're just going to let the spaghetti wash over them as they get ready to go into the next game. Maybe Anathema regretting the choice of Hollow Bastion. Thinking a little bit harder is maybe we go to town, but that is a gamble against Ness. If you choose wrong once or twice, you get back aired at 60-70%, and you say goodbye to your stock. So I don't know if that's the best option either. It'll come down to what Steven decides to do here and now, if he can close this out in a 3-1 or if we go to game 5.
I think you have to take the time to weigh your options, right? Where has ATATA been getting the biggest wins? How much can you cede in terms of stage control to him versus that kill power? Because we've seen that ATATA with stage control actually playing the game very well, despite the fact that that's normally Rob's game. A stage like Hollow Bastion means that Ness can sit under that center platform and not worry about the Rob landing on top of him. Here on Town and City, yes, the Ness may be able to get some of those cheesy early kills, but so too can Rob.
Looks for those down tilts, that Shoto down tilt almost to do the damage, but now he's just juggling ATATA off stage with the fair. Still, yet again, fails to get the timing on the down air, though. That's been a big problem for Steven throughout the course of the set. He's yet to find a solid connection on that.
And that move in particular, right, with that recovery from ATATA, it should be something that Steven is hitting, but he's simply not. Great option coverage with that side B, however, is going to give him the stage, and this time ATATA does not use that PK Thunder, and Anathema is able to perfectly cover with that down air. Like we said, something he was sorely looking for.
You know, I'm going to take credit for that one. As soon as I pointed out that he's missed every single one of them, he finally connects it, takes the stock for it.
Coach Lest, you should book him on Metafy, huh?
What are you swinging at, Steven? He's sparing ghosts off stage there as he recovered low.
He's doing vision training right now. He's Goku.
He's a big fan of Baki, too.
Does he like to take a big sip of a big soda, too? Sorry, that's a joke for me and me alone.
I'm just going to let it slide. We're going to move on.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we should move on to the action that's actually happening because ATATA is hunting deeply for this stock and gets body blocked by the big frame of Rob. He would have been able to drift back to the stage if not for the fact that you can't go through your opponent. They will interpose between you and the ledge. That is why ATATA is on his last stock.
A different form of body blocking, too, than we saw in the previous set between Lima and Send. That was Lima getting in the way of the PK Thunder. This was just Anathema getting in the way of the ATATA, and this is potentially Anathema looking for a 3-stock to close it out, but he can't find that critical hit off stage that he was looking for.
It would be quite the statement, and he does knock away ATATA, giving him a chance to land on stage. And again, Rob's boxing so effective against the stubby limbs of Ness. It is just one more big hit from Anathema, one more grab, and he may find himself in top 8, but ATATA's still got some fight left in him.
Not anymore, though.
It has been yoinked away.
As Anathema struggled so hard throughout the course of the set to find those down airs, it all came into game 4, and he was like, oh, that's right.
That's how you
That's how you do it.